Hey everybody, this is Beast. Welcome back to my channel. My name is ScottyAllenDay. My 90-day push or streak starts this week. In the past 7 weeks, in the past 8 weeks, I have identified my strengths, my weaknesses. I have also strengths and weaknesses. I have identified my challenges, and what this is about, I will talk about today. I'm going by my notes. Please bear with me. I really wanted to be able to cover quite a bit of, what this 90-day push is all about. So the 90-day push, or the 90-day streak. So the first 60 days, I was finding out where my strengths were, where my weaknesses were, where my mind was, where my nutrition was, and it was just a whole jumbled mess. When I first started off, my mind kept saying no. I ended up with anxiety walking in the door, and I just it was a huge hurdle to get through that first 2 weeks. And as far as my nutrition, I kept pushing to try and eat better, trying to stay away from processed foods. My main breakfast in the morning now is just oatmeal and a banana in my coffee. Then I have tuna and tomato for lunch. Now you're thinking, oh, he's got a big old tuna sandwiches and tomatoes and stuff like that all in the sandwich with cheese and all that. No. A can of drained tomato, a can of drained tuna, and a tomato. I like Roma tomatoes, and I like to eat them like apples. They're so full of vitamins and minerals and omega-3 fatty acids, and they're just yummy. And then for dinner, I normally have green beans and chicken breast. And then I have protein shakes in between. That's pretty much my diet. When I have my day off, I normally pick a meal that I want to be able to make from scratch. Tonight we're having chili. And I like Fritos, so we're going to make a chili Frito pie. I'm not going to have the plastic cheese. We're getting the block cheese to be able to shred it, and I can be able to grate the cheese into my chili. We're adding onions and green peppers into the chili, and it's all basically baked and made from home. It's taken us almost 3 days to make this chili. When I walk in the door tonight, or this morning, it's gonna blow me out the door because this is some good chili. The Fritos, well, it's not really that good for you, but it was either that or I was going to have chili with saltines, but chili Frito pie sounds pretty good right now. I've been doing really good. We made our own spaghetti sauce for the first time, and everybody loved it. We did pita pizzas with some of the leftover sauce, and it was on a tortilla, and we made our pizzas on that and cooked them in the oven. And eventually, once I get more comfortable with the cooking and, instruction part, I'll start doing videos on the cooking. So that's really one of the big things that I started doing, started learning about more of the nutrition instead of just staying on the same diet all the time. That's where I fell off the wagon the last time. When I hit my plateau, I didn't know where to go. That's why I'm trying not to log everything. I'll get a general idea of what the general calories are, what the general nutrition is, and then take it from there. That was one of the big things that I found. It was my weakness from, when I lost the weight the last time, was I did the log, and then when I plateaued, I did it for a while, I got bored, and I stopped. Right now, I'm just trying to make it into a lifestyle to where I can do a little bit of homework, and then when I want it, I can have it. Not necessarily for a cheat day, because I'm keeping within the macros that are on there. The one big thing I got to watch for is all the sugar carbs, and that's still going to take a little bit more time. Now, the 90-day rush, now 60 days is just making sure I get to the gym every day, I'm working on eating, and I start working on walking. Now, my weakness right now is getting my steps in. I'm not getting my steps in. So my 90-day push starts tomorrow, and I got to start getting my steps in. I got to figure out a way just to get those steps in. So that was the huge thing. And then one of the big things that I did the last 60 days was I tried to figure out things that I can talk about, that I can actually go back and watch and relearn some of the things that, you know, I learned throughout the program. And because I'm sharing these videos with you, well, you guys get to learn something, and I get to go back, you know, 4 weeks from now to Why Obesity Sucks video and say, hey, wait a minute, can we switch this around? Wait a minute, I'm missing something. So that's why I'm doing those type of videos. So right now, one of the biggest things that I have going on right now is discouragement. So my inner workings, you know, my body's not quite sure what to be able to store for food, so it's either letting it out as a solid or letting it out as a liquid. My bladder doesn't know, because I've been keeping hydrated, whether to keep the water or retain the water. So, and you know, I'm still losing the belt notches. I'm not quite down to, well, I'm down to the last one, but I'm not quite where I need to cut a new hole in the belt. And that's always the best, that's the biggest celebration, and that's a personal milestone, is whenever I can be able to cut a new hole in that belt. And then once I'm all done, I buy myself a brand new belt, and then I'll probably keep that belt for a trophy for me. So, the big thing right now is nutrition and trying to find new things for me to eat and consume. And, you know, okay. New things for me to eat and consume, and then meal prepping once I start putting together meal prep. Training, I've pretty much got that down pat. However, I'm kind of confused because of the fact that I'm going to 24-hour fitness, that will working out with machines hinder my progress than doing free weights. When I did this stuff before, I ended up using mostly free weights, but a lot of times when I'm going in now, it's hard for me to be able to grab a hold of a bench. Whenever I get a chance to grab a hold of a bench, I get my workout done, and then I take off. Most of my workouts take about an hour. My walking is up to 30 minutes. I just hit 45 minutes yesterday. It's still hard, and you know, I keep trying to talk myself out of it, but I keep pushing forward, so I'm getting better at it. Bad weather, when the weather turns bad, it just makes me drag. I get to the gym and I'm like, do I gotta go? And the bad weather just finally came in, and I didn't realize it was that bad. I sat in my truck this morning, and I said, do I really gotta go in? I said, yep, I gotta go in, grab my bag, and went in. Once I got in my gym clothes, and okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was it. It was just trying to get that mindset away from the bad weather. Trying to get that mindset of, oh wow, it's still dark outside, I feel tired. Well, no, because I got more things I gotta do when I get up in the morning. And if I don't get my workout in, I'm not gonna get it in. So I go straight to the gym and get it done. My notes. You guys all know about my notes. And it's just fun to be able to do it because I get people to watch the video. I get, you know, comments of encouragement once in a while, which makes me want to push harder. And as of late, the last 3 weeks, today was my best kick butt day of my workouts. I mean, I couldn't get to a bench. I went to the machine, and when I got to my almost to my supersets. So basically, I pyramid from 12, 10, 8, 6, and I adjust the weights as I'm going. And I set that 6 mark down when I was doing chest press. and I could barely get to 6. I was up at 2, and I was pushing, and I was pushing, and I was pushing, and I blasted out a fart, and I made it. I was dang near muscle failure. Then I stopped, and I rested for a while. I stretched my arms. I brought my weight pin back up 1 notch, and I managed to get another 12, but really struggling once I got to 10. Once I got to my 10th rep, I got to 11, and I was about halfway with 12, and I kept pushing, and I hit it. Man, my arms were boom, 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 boom. So after that, I did the fly machine, the pectoral fly, and I had that all the way down, and I swear every muscle in my upper chest was hurting. And that was a total rush for me. Then I went over and I did shoulders. And shoulders, I got to the same thing, and I got to that last one, and I said, you know what, I'm going down 2 more pins, and once I got to that last one, but I couldn't get to a bench because I normally do Arnold flies, which is up, and then up in front. And shoulder shrugs really don't do nothing for me. So I did a double at the end of that one, and I almost didn't make it there. Then I went over and did lateral raises. Now, lateral raises I normally like to do on the cable machine, but the thing is, Planet Fitness has the chairs that are tall enough for a kindergartner to sit on there. And imagine a guy that's 6'6" trying to get onto a kindergartner's chair. It ain't happening. So I used the lat machine. And, you know, I've never really did the lat machine. I never really cared to do the lat machine. But I found out and I realized the slower I go on that lateral raise, on the lat machine, the slower I go and the harder and the tighter I squeeze my back muscles and my side muscles, the more I feel it. And for the first time in a long time, I got a burn. And a burn is when you feel your muscles really. That's what you call the hurt. The hurt is what you call the burn. So I got that done, and then I went over and I did the cable tricep pull downs, and I got my burn there. And then I went in and I did cable dumbbells. Cable curls. I did the cable curls, and I got my burn there. So in general, today was a 10 workout. I would probably say it would be about a 9.5, but you know, being my best workout day right now, that's a 10. And that's what you got to try and achieve at least once a week with each of your muscle groups. If you have an upper body day and you're going twice in a week, you got to try and get a 10 day. If the next time if you have a 7, that's fine. It's the same thing with my legs, but my legs I always try and hit a 9 every single time. But my upper body, I'm trying to get it back where it's going, where I was supposed to be. And which I think my max dumbbell press was at 70 pounds. Right now I'm at about 50, 55. So I still got a ways to go. I'm really excited for this 90-day push. That means no cheat meals. That means no soda pop. That means no candy bars. That means no nothing for the entire 90 days. It is the toughest stretch most people don't do. But if you did that 90-day stretch where you're strict with your diet, you're strict with your workout, you get a minimum of a half an hour a day in walking, you will drop. I think the last time I did it, I dropped 125 pounds in 90 days. Then after that, about 2 more months, I hit my goal weight, and then I stopped doing it again, and I gained it all back. Now I realize I have to make sure I go every single day. I have to maintain my walking. I have to maintain my workouts. Whether I have workout boredom or not, I still need to go to the gym. So, there's my video for today. There's my trail. I hope you guys will join me on this 90-day stretch that's going to start in the middle of this week. I'm excited. I hope you're excited, just as excited as I am. If you like the video, please like and share the video. If you want to leave a comment, please leave a comment in the comment section. I would be glad to respond. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss another video. And until next time, keep on rocking.